Get ready to gear up. We're taking you inside high school sports, your home teams, your rivals. Taking you inside high school football like no one else. Inside all the action. Inside the excitement. Inside all the games that count. This is Whataburger's Inside High School Sports.
Welcome to Whataburger's Inside High School Sports. I'm your host, Macy, filling in for Pat Doney tonight. It's week 10, so there are big, meaningful games all over North Texas, but nothing beats a district title game, right? And for that, we head to Prosper's Children's Health Stadium, where a district title was on the line, as Melissa visited Walnut Grove in our Whataburger Game of the Week. Walnut Grove head coach Tommy Allison hoping to lead his Wildcats to a back-to-back 4-5A Division II district titles with a win over Melissa. We picked this one up in the third. Melissa down 24-13. Brett Holloway on the keeper scores one of his 4 rushing touchdowns, and with a 2-point conversion, Cardinals only down 3 after 3. Walnut Grove with the answer in the fourth. Hayes Hackney with the pump fake that fakes our cameraman completely out of his shoes, but Hackney connects with Nolan Buckles on the run. That's a 66-yard touchdown, and the Wildcats are up 31-21. Melissa gets the ball back, and Holloway goes deep to Dalton Dubonnet for a 48-yard touchdown, and it's back to a 3-point game at 31-28. Walnut Grove gets the ball back with just under 8 minutes to play, and they milk the clock behind their workhorse Cam Newton. 40 carries, 172 yards, and 4 touchdowns, including this 1-yarder to close out the almost 6-minute drive. Another district title for Walnut Grove as they win 38-35. The Illinois commit and workhorse tailback Caden Cobbs, along with his Denton Geyer teammates, took on Louisville in a District 5 6-8 tussle. Louisville up 1 at the break, but here comes Geyer. Cobbs takes the handoff and goes right at the gut for a 4-yard TD. Cobbs had 3 rushing TDs for the game. Then after a Farmer's turnover, Geyer strikes again. This time Carter Morgan calls his own number and takes a vicious shot at the goal line, but does manage to get the touchdown. Tough running there. And then the play of the game. Louisville quarterback Trey Williams, who's under pressure game, gets swarmed by Wildcat defenders, knocking the ball loose, and the big defensive end Zane Rowe scoops in the ball and he's off. 16-yard scoop and score, giving Geyer a 19-point lead. Then Geyer would put this one away. Zephyr Cry, filling in for Morgan, keeps the ball, sheds a tackler, and then beats everyone to the pylon and gets the score. Geyer held Louisville scoreless in the second half as the Wildcats get the big win over Louisville, your final 47-21. A big matchup between Rockwall and Rockwall Heath on Friday night. This rivalry game is such a big deal in this community. With Heath already on the board, Rockwall gets right back in it. Brett Rickard to Jack Duckworth, and we're tied at 7. Heath then gets an outstanding run by quarterback Prosper Neal all the way in for the score. The Hawks led 21-7 after the first quarter, but Rockwall stays in it. Brett Rickard to Ryan Wiley to get the Jackets back in it. That cut the Heath lead to 24-21, but Heath is able to hold on and get the win, 47-41 the final. Our Kubota Country Roads takes us to Better Life Stadium in North Forney, as the Falcons were hoping to clinch a playoff spot with a win over Longview. First quarter of the game, Legend Bay launches 132 yards to Eli Oteneo for the touchdown. What a throw. North Forney up 21-7. But Longview would score 5 straight touchdowns, including this beauty of a play, 55-yard bomb from Johnny Hamilton to Jaden Herdon, who had 8 catches for 195 yards. Lobos were in complete control of 42-21 at the half. Though, the Falcons regrouped at the break and then attacked. This is Adekin Azuku at his own 7. Huge hole, and watch this foot race, showing off the impressive speed as he pulls away from the competition. 93-yard touchdown run for Azuku, and the Falcons are plugging away. Then it's Legend Bay on the keeper, and talk about blazing speed. Look at that Tennessee commit take off. 62 yards, and North Forney scores 28 in the third to come all the way back to tie it at 49 after 3. Fourth quarter and the comeback is complete. Bay goes in from the 1. 377 total yards for Bay. North Forney is playoff bound with a 56-55 win. Talk about a comeback. Prosper Hill taking on Plano with 6 6A playoff spots on the line. This game was an amazing one. First quarter, Rock Hill's Donye Williams steps in front of this pass for the interception in Plano territory, setting up this play. Nate Vincent bides his time in the pocket and then connects with Elijah Adefumi for a 20-yard score. Blue Hawks would lead 10-0 at the half. But then in the second half, Plato locked in on defense. Mason Urigi with the sack, and the Wildcats would score 3 second-half touchdowns to win 21-16 and clinch a playoff spot. Rock Hill still has a chance next week. The Cardinals of Fort Worth Christian welcomed in Fort Worth All Saints for a TAPS District 1 matchup. All Saints with a little trickery here as they fake the punt, and quarterback Gavin Beard hits Keon Adkins, who picked up to the first and then some. That led to this. Beard throws the little floater to Keelan Lehman, who gets in for the touchdown. Saints up 7-zip. Here, Beard now going to the air. He cuts loose on a beauty and finds Hudson Reeser, who makes this tremendous catch down the sideline. This led to a Saints field goal. And they roll on from there as they get the big road win, 41-21 over Fort Worth Christian, to move to 9-0 on the season. The football playoffs are in 2 weeks, and before you know it, we'll be talking about the road to state and hoops too. Basketball practices are underway, and our Kia Inside Story tells us the defending 6A Division II champs at Geyer got their season started off with some good old family fun.
Last year, Denton Geyer rode the hot hand of Silas Rodriguez to win its first ever state championship in basketball.
We've seen plenty of superior athletes dazzle us on the gridiron here in North Texas. But it's rare to come across a track star who, as just a junior, already is the 4th fastest American in the 800 meters ever. Our Kia Inside Story introduces us to Justin Northwest Cooper Lickenhouse. Pat Doney has more with the story.
When you watch Cooper Leckenhouse at practice with his Justin Northwest teammates, he blends in as just another face in the crowd. And that's how he likes it. But when you glance at his resume, you'll see that Cooper...
Welcome back to Whataburger's Inside High School Sports. Prosper's offensive line has 3 Division I seniors manning the trenches, which gives the Eagle quarterback plenty of time to survey the field. And this week's Next Level, Kenny Matthews tells us that extra time has made Braden Imhoff and Lathan Latchley one of the best passing combinations around.
Prosper has been blessed with great skill position players over the years. We have another duo in quarterback Braden Imhoff and wide receiver Lathan Latchley, who are making their marks in the Prosper History Bowl.
Another district win for those Aledo Bearcats, as they just can't seem to lose in district play, as it's been 133 district victories in a row. Speaking of Aledo, their star receiver is this week's Parker University MVP. It's Caden Finley.
Caden Finley of Aledo has been an extremely productive receiver the past 3 years. The son of former NFL great Jermichael Finley, Caden caught 81 passes for over 1,400 yards and 21 touchdowns as a junior.